What's up, guys? What's going on? It's your boy, Chase Abel. I just want to let you know, before I get started on this podcast, I want to just remind you that you need to have like a nice sip of like an iced coffee sometimes. Something with ice. Like, just look at the sound of that. It's like, it's so, do you know what this type of sound, just for me, I think I'm successful. like a nice ice that's like tapping next to glass, you know, it makes me feel like I've grown up, you know. It's like, yeah, I got money, bitch. This is a cinnamon nitro cold brew from Starbucks. I don't know how many words they need to add more to a fucking coffee. How about just being like dope coffee? Like, I'll just take dope coffee. I wouldn't like, why do you need cinnamon, nitro, caramel, vanilla cream? Like, why do we need that much like names in a goddamn coffee? Just tell me that. Anyone, please tell me why we need that many names in a coffee. But if Starbucks does want to sponsor this podcast, you guys are more than welcome to come in and share some of that money. I had a good weekend. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Yo, it's 420. Happy 420, son. I need some applause would be nice. Nice little applause. So happy 420 to y'all. This is the thing with me about 420. I got a personal thing with it, right? Actually, I got a personal thing with Miss Mary Jane. Okay? Mary Jane, right? Mary Jane was never really part of my life up until I became a comedian. Because I'd never really smoked. I remember the first time I smoked weed, I was like 19, 20. I was a freshman in college. I smoked it. I was with my cousins and some of my family. Isn't that the same thing? Kind of. See, this is when you know I'm sharp on the podcast. I caught my own correction. Wow. Damn, Chase. Cousin of family. Holy shit. So my fucking family, right? They gave me a joint, right? And then all I remember is that I smoked it. We got out of the car and I was on their lawn. Like, just, I couldn't move. I was like paranoid. And I never smoked after that. I was like, I didn't like this shit at all. And then I got into comedy and then I started smoking. And then it became the love of my life. No, seriously though. If you do fuck, you know, if you tap into that devil's lettuce from time to time, guys, happy 420. You know, I mean, this is the thing. I was talking with Nick earlier. Nicky Neighborhood's in the building. Shout out Beacon Street Studios. Nick was saying that he kind of, I guess, you kind of like, I guess, are familiar with that because you said it's kind of like the same thing with your friends when it comes to, was it the Irish Day? What is it?
Yeah, the St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, no, I get the same way because I was wondering you were coming. I knew I was excited to record today with you, and then I just realized I was sitting at my desk today and I go my day job and I was like, oh shit, it's 420. Who do I know that would really enjoy 420? My friend Chase.
Yeah, man.
But similar to like my Irish friends on St. Patrick's Day or my Italian friends on the St. Anthony's feast, I'm like, oh man, I wonder how high he's gonna get today.
Not that. I'm not that.
You're the perfect amount. I think that's a big thing for people that indulge in anything is like, know your perfect amount. And yours is like 3 puffs.
Yeah.
3 puffs and you're in the zone, baby.
A 3. 3 is a good number for anything. A 3. Think about it. 3, the number 3 is a great looking number, by the way.
I do not like how you're looking at me and the way that you're
just
doing your fingers that way.
Number 3 does look like, it's like, look at that. West Side.
Bro, do you get manicures?
I got
nails look great cuticles.
Yeah, dude, I don't play around. This is first of all, this skin, bro. This skin.
I mean, we'll have to. Yeah, obviously.
All right. At least let me say it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
This was dipped in the Nile River. The skin was dipped in the Nile River. Like,
so it's so sick.
It's the soil from the Nile is all ingratiated into this, like the way. Number 3. Great number. Allen Iverson, right? Great number.
Sure.
Also.
See, that's what I didn't want to.
You want to go there?
That's
You don't even know what I'm doing.
I know exactly what you're doing.
You're probably thinking you're alluding to something that you think I'm doing, but you don't know what I'm actually.
Is that how you tell people to like, hey, bring? You don't use one finger to like summons them over?
No.
Oh no, bro. We're off to a great start here, people.
I got it kind of in trouble like the other day. Well, not really in trouble.
Let's get into it.
All right. So at work, I'm at my job, and then we have like valet people. We have valet guys. They work hard. You know, they pull up. They take the cars. They do the valet. They get residents' cars. They do all that. This is one guy, man. He fucking never does his job. He always messes up, and I have to take the blunt of my, the people that I'm dealing with.
Two things. You said blunt.
420 callback. That's a credit for a callback, bro.
Okay. And he doesn't do his job, which is kind of tough when your only job is to do one thing, and that's to valet cars.
Just do your job. Get the cars, bro.
Is he like one of those like people that it's like he's talking to the people that are like who own the car as the other person's pulling it around?
He doesn't. I mean, Is
he a tip stealer, you think?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, his boys ratted him out to me. Like he's just terrible at his job. And I'm just like, bro, you need to do your job because you're making my life more harder. And I hate when people make my life more harder than it has to be.
Yeah.
It's for no reason. Like, stop. Just come on. So I tell him, I was like, listen, I caught him lying about something, which I love to do with people.
Yeah.
Yo, I love catching people in a lie. Because for me, I don't know about you, Nick, but when I catch somebody in a lie, I'm like, yeah.
It's like a game of chess.
I fucking got you.
Yeah.
Like, you bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I got you. You purposely had the...
What's the lie?
He was anytime any information about the vehicle, he's supposed to come to us and notify us. Because he doesn't fuck with me, our employee came to him and was like, hey, what's going on with this car? He's like, he tells him. And then my employee doesn't know what the heck is going on. So he's like, why don't you just go tell Chase? And he's like, nah, I don't want to go tell him. But he didn't know I was actually right behind him like a fucking black cat.
You do move light. You're like Jackie Gleason on your feet. You're very light.
I'm a ninja. Yeah. Straight up. No bullshit. I'm gonna let this may sound crazy. In my head sometimes I think I move like the dude from Ninja Gaiden.
You do.
I move like a ninja, son.
I see. Like I was meeting you at the Starbucks today to come to the studio, and I go into the and you know me walking in with a full head of steam.
Oh, dude.
Get into the Starbucks. Don't see Chase. Don't see you anywhere. There's a joke there somewhere, but turn around. You're there.
Right behind
just
you.
Staring at me quietly.
Yeah, man. I fucking...
like,
I
the
pop
fuck
up.
did you come from?
I pop up on niggas, son.
Yeah.
I pop up.
But you also do the bait and switch where you say you're somewhere right before you're about to arrive so that by the time the person finishes reading the text, you're already there.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I did that is because when I had like some money back in the days, like I used to, like go to hotels and like hook up with like chicks.
Yeah.
But like you don't want them to know that you're right there because you got to make sure you got to scope the joint out. Yeah. You got to scope. You don't want nobody to know that you're right where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I learned from kind of like being in like very sketchy situations to.
Good to know.
Just to let you know.
Good to know you give me the same.
I treat everyone the same.
Everyone like a hooker. Sorry, excuse me, sex worker.
You got to be. Yeah. That's the. You know that.
Yep.
Come on. Don't call them that.
Nope. I have a lot of respect for sex workers. Well, that's
good,
man.
So, I guess I just wanted to tell that story. But yeah, the Irish, like when you guys go get drinking, you guys, I mean, you were talking about like with the whole marijuana if you drink too much alcohol, it's a different consequence than having too much weed.
At a certain age, you just have to know what that sweet spot is, and you got to stick to it like religiously.
Yeah. I think that's the key to life. One of the key to life is just like just knowing, trying to find your balance. You know what I mean? Like just find your balance, whatever it is, and just stay there.
Stay in that sweet spot, man. 3 puffs. That'll wear off in an hour. We'll be done recording. You're on the way home. You hit another 3.
Oh.
That gets you home. Then you're at home and you're like, before you go to bed, let me hit one more.
One more.
And then you're done.
And then you're done.
I don't even smoke. And
I was thinking you should probably take some edibles, bro. To, you know, give you a little, like, you know. I could
do an edible.
We'll get you, you know, I'll get you right. We'll go to Yamba.
Can't tell my wife, though.
Who?
I can't tell my wife. She doesn't care that I would do the edible.
Okay.
She just wants to make sure the edible is of high quality. She's afraid that I'll take a fentanyl laced edible.
No, we're going. We got to go straight to the dispensary for you.
Yeah.
We can't get off the street.
No.
I can't call my Connect.
Can't get street edibles.
No, because you would ask, like, you're the type of dude, if my Connect came over to do the deal, you would ask him like 9,000 questions.
I'd be like, hey.
Where was this grown? Is this artificial? Is this indoor or outdoor weed? Yeah. Is this runts? Is this OG Kush?
Does Marcus Smart smoke this weed? He's like, what? What do you think I am? He's like, I went to Boston Latin. What are you talking about?
Yo, that's funny. There was a time where like white dudes were like saying like to have the like experience a thing. Like they'd be like, yo, give me Larry Johnson, the grandma mas of.
I want the Paul Pierce weed. What's the weed that Paul Pierce with Truth smokes?
You want the Paul Pierce weed that opens up a lot of...
Gets you fired from ESPN.
You want that, right?
How about that interview? Did you watch that interview on I Am Athlete?
Oh, did he respond?
That? Yeah.
They asked him that question?
He goes,
What did he say?
He said,
Paul Pierce is a gangster too.
He's also like, yeah, he's like, what
did he say?
Man, I was just having some people over. I didn't do nothing illegal. I didn't commit any crimes. He's like, and then someone, I think it was like LaShawn McCoy or someone who was just like, Paul, you know what you did. He's like, you can't be employed by ESPN, which is owned by Disney, and have strippers. He's like, first of all, those were nice women. Okay, they were there on their own volition. They got paid.
Hey,
and it's wild.
It's wild, though.
I heard a story from someone at Nesson who said, or they were not from Nesson, but they were like associated with the Celtics, and they said like when he was when he was on the Celtics, he would do the same thing. He would invite people over to poker tournaments to his house.
I think it was Antoine Walker, maybe, right?
It might have been Antoine and
cards, right?
To play cards, yeah. I think they were playing. What's the game that they play a lot in the NBA? They play it on the plane a lot. It's like a big, like a lot of basketball players.
Blackjack?
No, it's like I forget the name of it. I have to look it up.
Sure.
But it's a very popular game. It's not like spades. It's like a different type of like version of that game. But they were basically playing that, and he like has people at his home with his wife upstairs.
Yeah.
With like just strippers in the basement, and it's like a finished basement, like the studio that we're in right now.
Okay.
And he's just got some strippers hanging out, and people are like, dude, what's going on with you and the strippers? He's like, oh, they're just here hanging out.
They're just hanging out?
So that's his life. That's what he does. That's his, like, it's a normal Wednesday for him.
Yeah, well, Take it.
Save the thought.
I'm not going to lie. I can relate a little bit. Long time ago. But yeah, I can understand, man. Sometimes you just get caught up, you know.
Some dudes just love strippers.
Some guys just love some guys just rationalize it by saying, "Hey, if I'm going to spend money by drinking and spending a lot of money on alcohol, and if I want food on the same top of it, I might as well see some biddies."
As long as you're not like creeping on people and doing things that they don't want you to do, like I actually think that's better. Do your thing, man.
You know what? You do look like the type of dude that would own a strip club.
Yeah. But
you would not tell anyone that you own it. Like you wouldn't even tell like that it's part of your portfolio. Like people would have to like dig deep into the city's like business journal to be like, oh,
like 25 Causeway Street, that's Centerfolds. You own Centerfolds?
And you're just like,
well, yeah, I have multiple entertainment ventures. It's a strip club. You own a strip club.
Entertainment venture. I love these people that, use verbal judo. You know, they just know how to create words. It's basically the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. You're basically, especially like fucking finance people, they always find very creative ways. Jargon. They're very jargonish.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
I want to play a game. It's called Beat My Jargon. And I do at work. It's like, if you're good at that stuff, you can get around any question.
Oh, I know.
I know.
I have a kind of an indifferent feeling about that because it's like, I feel like it's important. Like you do kind of need that, especially when people are trying to fuck. There's people out there that really try to like
get you on some shit.
Yeah, they try to screw you over, bro. So you better. And I feel like now that I'm kind of tapping into that right now a little bit. But this is the problem, Nick. In order to be successful in that, I think you need to know how to read.
I have to hit him with. It's true.
Or like literacy has to be part of your equation. Like you need to like read. And this is the thing, guys, about me with reading. I want to read and I'm going to read. But it's not because you're going to fucking tell me when to read.
You just don't want... You're going to do it someday when you're like 65. You're going to be like, I'm going to read it all now. And you're going to go on a reading. You're going to read like the Iliad.
But more importantly, I do want like my grandson maybe at some point to be like, hey, how'd you make all this money, Papa? And I'm going to be like, I didn't even read a book, dude. There's part of me that like, I'm doing that for that purpose. But that's fucking dumb. That's like I shouldn't be thinking that way. Like I shouldn't be thinking about like examples that are like not that's a stupid example to like kind of believe in. I'm gonna purposely not read because I think I'm gonna have a kid that's gonna have another kid that's gonna ask me a question about a life that I'm trying to pursue that probably is not gonna fucking happen. But I'm gonna be thinking like, oh, I'm rich, and he's gonna be like, Papa, can you tell me how you got all this money? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, I didn't read a book. Follow your dreams.
Happy 420. Bro, I thought of you the other day. I did this thing called Chat GPT or GTP. Have you heard of this? This open source AI, artificial intelligence.
I'm getting so much anxiety from fucking all this like AI, Chat GPT, fucking white willow pussy. I don't know, dude.
Coming this fall. Quite literally, spelt with the Q or spelt with the U. So the reason I bring this up is because I know you said you don't like to read. So I think the issue with that, though, you don't like to read books. Yeah. I think you would read something if it was on a screen and you could just kind of scroll quickly to read through it.
Dude, are you fucking trying to dude, I feel like I'm in like special ed right now. I feel like you're the fucking teacher that teaches the 5th grade period special ed class, but only once a week.
I think it would be more high school special ed.
Yeah, you're high school special ed.
Yeah. Where I would have to be like, guys, look, it's fun. Paul Pierce does it. They're like, Paul Pierce. We don't know who that is.
Yeah, but you're the fucking substitute teacher that like doesn't need to substitute and has like an X5. A black X5, like he has like money, but you substitute.
You dress inappropriately at the school, where it's just like, dude, why are you wearing this right now?
Yeah, but you're also like hooking up with like 2 teachers there. Yeah, like you're just like that guy that you never see. Like I could just fucking like, oh, I fucking hate you.
One of them's the gym teacher, where it's like, what is this guy's deal?
No, but it's like the gym teachers, like all the senior kids want to hook up with.
Yeah.
And then we're just like, oh yeah, fucking
the trainer or something, yeah.
Yeah, you fucking, oh yeah, nah, he's got that. He's got that, right? Like, yeah. There was a woman in like, I wanted to like, I still think about her from my high school. There's always that high school teacher. You're just like, man, girl, if you only knew, Her name was Miss Chong. She don't
even know what she looks like, and
dude, she drove a 2-door Honda Prelude.
Oh.
Green.
Oh, of course.
Green, son. This is back, like, bro, she was fucking hot. And I know there's some people that like from my high school that listen to this podcast. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, she was, but there was like this dude on the high school team. There was like a rumor that she like hooked up with. And we were like, yeah, she probably, But like you don't know. But now, dude, look at these fucking news articles now that are coming out every other week. A high school teacher hooks up with a student. Hot ones too. There wasn't hot like teachers when I was going back to school, bro. Not like now.
No.
It's weird.
No, I never had.
I feel like I got robbed.
Like my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Schroeder, was really hot, and that's really it. I never had those kind of teachers.
Never.
Ever.
Dude, I had a teacher named Mrs. Ives.
Yeah.
She was like 76 when I went to like 3rd grade. She had to be in her 70s.
Yeah.
She wasn't like
no.
She smelled like how should I say? I mean, respectively, she was like no, she was a bitch. I'm sorry. She was mean. She was kind of mean. But she smelled like mothballs.
Oh yeah.
Like, just like
an Italian grandmother. Clean, but you're also kind of just like, you don't leave the house much, do you?
Yeah, you're right. They don't have the outdoor. They don't go for walks outside. They stay in the house.
They go from home to work, back home.
But now I never had a hot teacher. Like, she was good, Mrs. Chong, man. But this is the problem. She didn't teach like any of like the regular classes. She only just taught like the Asian kids. So I had to be an Asian to like get in her class. So which is, I was like, hey, I was actually suggesting some classes for her to take as extra credit so I can take her class. She's like, dude, I'm the one with the degree, bro.
I think you need to get on this. So what I was saying originally is check out Chat GPT.
Yeah, what's up with this chat? What is going on?
If you're interested in anything, you type the shit in and it gives you a full, like I basically was like, describe inflation, like what's inflation? And it gave me a whole thing, not too long though. That's the thing is like, it gives you just enough where you're reading it and you're like, okay, I know exactly what this is. And I only read like a page of information.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck you just said. Like not even one, like I'm listening to you, but whatever the fuck you just said about Chat GBTism, whatever the fuck you just said, like, and then the thing is, if I ask you to repeat it, I should, but like, I don't give a fuck to ask you to repeat it.
You don't want to read. That's the thing. Like, why am I, you don't want to read.
Fucking, what, this is way like, I should though. I need to. I got to. I got to. I need. I'm a comedian. I got to. Speaking of comedy,
you had a show, huh?
Yes. Thank you very much for bringing that up. For anyone who's listening to the podcast, thank you for coming out to the Wilbur Theater on April 22nd. That was last Friday. I got a call to open up for Donnell Rawlings from. My guy, Mr. Donnell Rawlings from the Chappelle Show. His manager called me up, was like, hey, Donnell wants you to host the show. And I was like, wow, which is pretty dope. And it was good to see Donnell. Sold out show, really fucking good to perform in my town of Boston. And the show was like fantastic. The show was great. I mean, Donnell's a killer. Marshall Brandon, he's fucking fantastic too, guys. Make sure you follow Marshall Brandon, really dope comedian. Now I'm gonna be honest with you guys because I'm an honest type of cat, or at least I try to be. I try to be. I definitely didn't bring it the way I should have. It just wasn't like there, because sometimes as a comedian, when like certain things are not like the energy wasn't connecting and I wasn't going hard enough as I should have.
You were too relaxed.
I was a little bit of relaxed and nervous at the same time. But yes, so those things can happen, unfortunately, when you're in that on that stage. But it was a great learning experience, and people, you just have to kind of look at things from a critical standpoint. Comedians, we're always critical of ourselves in our thing, and when someone tells you or when you feel like you didn't really bring it, you just have to be honest with yourself and just be like, all right, gotta go. just do it again. Get right back up and do it again. But again, thank you for the opportunity, Jason, Donnell's manager. Thank you, Donnell. Donnell, you're the best. I appreciate you. I love you, man. And I'll be right back and doing it again this Saturday. 422 is this Saturday. The Donnell show is on the 15th. 422 this Saturday, I'll be at Hyannis. Not, wow.
Bro.
That's a gunshot. Did I just...
He needs some milk.
Dude, did I just say Hyannis?
Yeah, dude. I don't disagree with the sentiment, but it's Hyannis for sure.
Hyannis, Massachusetts. I'll be coming your way at the British Beer Company. I'll be headlining that show this Saturday, April 22nd, 9 p.m. show. So if you're in the South Shore area of Boston, come out to that. I got some new stuff, and we're going in. I'm letting go. I'm letting go this time. I have to let go. You know, I know this with my comedy. I got to now really let it go, and we're gonna do that. So, anyways, what were you saying?
Different crowd than the Donnell Rollins show.
Oh my God!
The
yes,
British Beer Company.
I would estimate.
Yeah,
I would estimate it's gonna be a different crowd.
Yeah,
but Donnell's crowd is actually very diverse. Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah. It was pretty interesting too. Yeah, Donnell has a very diverse crowd. He has the Chappelle Show following. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously, and now he has the new show he's on with the BMF series.
Shit.
2 different shows. Yeah. But the guy is a monster, and he is 30 years in the game, and you can definitely tell a professional comedian like that.
Yeah.
You know, and where you want to be and where you need to go, and it's like, okay, woo. That's like, but the thing is about being a great comedian, for me, I'm always humble in that moment. For me, I like to say that because I take pride in that. Because I can be a type of guy that takes a step back and say, well, I can appreciate like a person of really, just really high craftsmanship.
Yeah, master of his craft.
Yes, and as an artist, because I feel like artists are gateways to truth sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like artists are gateways to truth. So when you're like in a room and it's like truthful, even though it's not something you may not fucking fuck with, but if it's like funny, it's a fucking great experience. But I guess my point is like I could take myself out of the situation, analyze it, say I need to get better in this area, and then commit to it and work on it.
Just the energy.
Energy's crazy, bro. Energy's like it's like a locomotive train, and it's just the tags and the and it's just like it's just boom, 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 boom. But in the Wilbur Theater is like holy moly, it's the best theater in my opinion to play at. In Boston,
I think you get though, like when you're normally at like a Capo in Southie, a basement like club, you can be more relaxed a little bit because you're so close. I feel like the theater, it just feels like.
Well, that's the thing. I think the relaxed thing for me now is like I'm generally pretty relaxed, and you kind of should be, but I think sometimes comedians and myself, sometimes included, I don't think you should come into like a show too relaxed.
No.
It's not productive long term wise, for the development of your stand up, in my opinion, and I'm a witness to that. So because I think you always should have a certain tension. You should always try to perform the best. You should always go for it every time. Try to give it the best thing. Go all in. Don't let loose. Go hard. So, but I don't know. I don't want to die down. It was a good show. People enjoyed it. They killed it. But
I don't want to bring you down. I'm just saying. Yeah. I think in those moments, it's like kind of fun. Sometimes it's funny. It's definitely not funny in the moment when it's happening.
No.
You're probably just like, get me the fuck out of here.
Nah, well, it's just you got to pile through it, bro.
Yeah.
You just got to pile through it. And I've done, enough shows to not be discouraged by like one show.
That's what I'm trying to get out of you there,
but it was a big show though, but there's many variables that I can say could possibly happen, but no one fucking knows, like, it's like, you just, for me, it's like, knowing what you did, know how to do it better, move forward, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like you've opened for Godfrey a bunch of times. You even said to me, I think when you went down to Atlanta, you were in Connecticut, and he was like, bro, you really like kicked it up a notch. But then you go to another room that's different.
Yeah.
And it's a whole nother thing. It's like a roller coaster ride.
It's a whole nother thing.
But that's why it's so that's why those comics are so impressive 30 years, because you multiply the night that you had there, or the night that you had in Atlanta or whatever, by 100. And it's like, yeah, you're just going to have 100 of those or 200 of those or more, and you just have to
got to keep going,
pushing through it.
Got to push through it. Yeah. And then, and part of, we deal with a lot. The thing with stand-up comedy, there's the highs are the highs, but the lows are the lows, and you're dealing with those things. But just with anything, just don't quit and just keep going. Try to
push through.
Just gotta push through, and you just gotta just cut right in. You feel me? But it was good. I had the weekend was good overall. Man, I was in JuJitsu yesterday.
Yeah.
So JuJitsu stepping up, y'all. JuJitsu is stepping up. As you guys know from another episode, I just recently got my blue belt about a month ago. So now people are really trying to kill me. like a blue belt is in. I don't know if you guys know about jiu-jitsu, and I'm still learning, but it feels like once you get your blue belt, it's kind of like being the fucking hot chick in a high school that you showed up and everyone wants to fuck you. Right, because it's like every now when
it's on now.
It's on. People are like, oh, we gotta now. It's this. He's here, like he's because to earn your blue belt, it takes like
sure, yeah,
you gotta earn that shit. But yeah, and then I'm getting hurt. I'm not getting hurt, but
it's getting a little real.
It's getting real. At first when I started jiu-jitsu, I just wanted to look good. In a fucking like, not even in a thigh short. Those dudes, they got their quadriceps all fucking, and they got their shorts like just right in the middle of their thigh, and they think they're fucking, look, you see my thigh, dude, you fucking my shorts, you see my cut, you see my fucking cut right there, bro. See my cut. I got my Daisy Dukes. Friggin', there's dudes that go and buy these shorts on purpose. Men go and buy these shorts, and they're just like, yeah, I got the little cut. They didn't do like a squat workout before they did like, calisthenics before they put it on.
So true.
Just to show the blood circulation. Those guys, they got their calves. They do nair. Guys that nair their legs so they can wear like the hat.
Really on top of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I just wanted to do jiu-jitsu to kind of just look good without a shirt, which is, it's a work in progress. We're still getting there.
And now they're fucking you up.
And now they're really messing me up. So, but I'm getting really, really strong. Getting back in shape. It feels good. Dude, do you know, you know what it is, man? I'm like a weapon, bro. Like I'm training to be a weapon, dog. Like a fucking, like, remember Double Impact? Like Jean-Claude Van Damme, dude? Yep. Like I feel like I'm fucking like
you're scared of yourself.
Like I want to do this. This is weird.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is weird. Guys, I did a move yesterday in jiu-jitsu, and after I did it, like I got up and I was just like, for no reason, by the way, this is not even part of jiu-jitsu. I just was like, I rolled him and I got up and it was like really smooth and everyone's looking. And I just was like,
You hit him with the Karate Kid.
It wasn't it. Yeah, it was like, this is not even jiu-jitsu. Like this is like, I saw the Golden Child, like Eddie Murphy, like I saw Enter the Dragon. Like I saw it just fucking, I don't know why I did that, dude. Like I don't know. It just,
and that's not the place. The gym, you don't do that in the karate. Like there's like black belts in there. There's like,
yeah. I'm fucking. It's just.
You're taking yourself so serious. You're so happy, and then you're like, but you blew it. You just blew it with that
dismount, man. I just fucked up on the dismount.
That's good. You're sticking to that though.
I have to.
You feel better?
Well, dude, I don't. It's just more. It's the only thing that became like I feel like I earn it every time when I work out.
Yeah.
I mean, basketball is a different thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like when I play basketball, I definitely earn it because you're with basketball, you're moving every single thing you're moving your body, but. So when you do jiu-jitsu, it's a little different because it's a mental game, like more so than anything else. You know, it's very compartmentalized. It teaches you how to deal with like pressure. It just tells you anxiety, not to panic. You know, teaches you how to like use someone to get to a better level.
Yeah.
With training, which mirrors life. And sometimes you need people to uplift you. You need to know how to like work with them. You need to know how to like engage with people. So it teaches you that, which I'm learning to do. Because, you know, guys, there's a lot of shitty people out there. And I feel like if you're a type of person that has like, you have a little bit lack of patience with these type of people, you can train your mind to know how to deal with these shitty fucking people.
Yeah. That's what it is,
know what I'm
man.
saying? So
That's what it is.
I didn't mean to go right with that, but
I'm like, oh damn.
Yeah, we're starting
Definitely
being
someone
good,
that
you
you
know?
want to talk about. Anything discipline, when you get past 30, I just turned 35.
Here we
And I
go.
feel like it's just anything about any discipline that you can seamlessly work into your life is fucking perfect.
I'm just like, I like peace,
Yeah, but you hate discipline.
but I don't hate it.
No.
It just I'm disciplined with things that I like.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've gotten to so like I've done a lot of like cool things by
Yeah.
not being lazy.
Sure.
So I mean, maybe that's the thing. Maybe it looks like I'm like not disciplined or like, but I have like some things like I've done, and people be like, "How do?" So it's not like I'm late. I don't know. I do have a discipline problem for sure, but it's
Everybody does.
with things that I don't know, dude. You know,
No, everybody does, man.
Yeah.
It's the things that you don't want to do sometimes that are the best,
That's
the best
the
thing
thing.
for you, which is like jujitsu, though. I think like,
yeah,
no, I hate physical exercise. Like I just hate.
it's just really
it.
good.
But that-
it's so good for your mind, like real physical activity.
It is, but you found something. What I'm saying is, you found something that you enjoy, so you're removing the unpleasantness of the thing. You know what I mean? Of the thing that you should be doing to keep
Yeah.
you alive longer.
Yeah.
So you found a fun way to do that.
Yeah, well, it's fun. It really, when you're finished, it warrants it warrants you for even like getting to that point because you really earned it.
Yep.
I mean, jiu-jitsu, MMA, these people that do these things, what I've learned and what I've heard all as well, they're the most disciplined people.
Sure.
So I needed to get into something that, since I didn't have a lot of discipline with certain things, I need something to help me get to be disciplined. And yeah, because these people, listen, fighters like train, these are the most disciplined. And I'm gonna say one more thing too, Nick. I've learned also these are the most loyalist people I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
People who do martial arts are the most like loyalist people. Honorable people.
Yeah. That's part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because you have to have honor to do that. You're turning yourself into someone that could do some serious damage if you wanted to. I'd say at a certain level, that's what you get to.
Yes.
Because you're controlling people's, you're countering these attacks and you're countering an offensive.
Yes.
But then you start to get into the offensive yourself, and it's like, hey, I could fuck someone up, but you have honor.
Right.
And hopefully.
And then there's always some
I
bad.
can see you fucking someone up at a Celtics game.
It's not going to be good. It won't be good.
Where's your friend Chase? Oh, he's got the guy with the Jason Tatum jersey on in a rear naked choke.
Right.
So it said something about him.
And I'm not, but yeah, you're right. And I just think you need that thing. And I needed it. So I found something and we'll stick with it and we'll see. I'm going to do my first fight.
Yeah, you said that. Is it like a tournament?
Yeah, I think we're doing a tournament, but I actually want to do an actual fight though. Like I want to fight MMA. Like wait, what the wait.
Wait.
Did you just laugh?
Wait, you're doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but I do MMA. I train MMA too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you were just strictly jiu-jitsu.
No, I told you I'm a ninja. Ninjas know.
I didn't know that.
You don't. You think I'd be playing around this podcast, son? I'm a ninja, bro.
Well, first you said you could beat me in basketball. I mean, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing with you.
Wait.
Talk to me about the fight. The fans want to know where can they see you fight? What's the setup of this fight?
Let me say one thing first.
You caught what I said, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You really think there's an inclination you can beat me in basketball?
When I was standing at the crosswalk today and I saw that you were significantly shorter than me, I go, I was kind of questioning what I said on the earlier episode.
You didn't have to say significantly.
And then I said, you
did not have to say significantly.
I feel so much better, and I think I could be. I felt in that moment, I felt like, okay, I could do this.
Okay. Two things wrong in this segment what you just said. One, you didn't have to say fucking significantly shorter. You could have just said shorter. You didn't have to say significantly. So fuck you on that.
The adjective.
Number two, you will never, ever beat me in the game of basketball. And I'm saying that because I'm better.
We'll see.
Better. I told you what will happen in this scenario. And we'll leave it and we'll go on to the UFC portion.
Yes, please.
The game will be up to 11. Right?
Okay, yeah.
The game will be up to 11. Right? No twos.
No twos.
Winner takes the ball. I will spot you 7 points.
See, this is where the disrespect comes in.
Let me fucking finish. I will spot you 7 points, and you get the ball first. And one more thing, I can't take layups. I can only take jump shots. Just me. You could do whatever the fuck you want.
That works for you, though, because you wouldn't be able to take layups. Because the ball would be swatted onto Boylston Street.
The fact that you said the word swatted.
Oh,
niggas don't use swatted like the word swatted. That you sound. You know what you sound like? You sound like you're campaigning. You're doing a commercial for fucking Terminex, like for fucking Ecolab or something. Who says swatted?
We had termites. We called Terminex, and they came over and swatted the hell out of them termites. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, guys. I go down these rabbit holes when people think they could beat me in basketball. And Nick could probably fucking just maybe might, but I don't know. But the UFC, I want to do the fight. I want to do a fight.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to do a fight, but I just want to just do one fight. I think it'll probably only be one fight if I lose because I'll probably die. But
that's tough.
Yeah, that might be tough. And you better fucking say something in my eulogy, Nick.
I would give a great eulogy.
You'd be like,
I think I'd kill. I think I would. I think I'd get a couple laughs.
You would. Oh yeah, for sure. You'd be like, you make this whole thing. But I want to do one fight. Who knows? Maybe next year. I want to you know what? No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I fucking don't.
Literally in the moment that you said it out loud, you went back. You retracted your statement.
Yeah, nah.
On air.
I'm good. You
don't need that in your life.
Nah, I'm good. We were talking about that earlier. No, I'm good.
You don't need that in your life, man. It's like these guys that go play men's leagues or go and do things where it's like, yeah, a certain level of weekly competition is good, but
yeah, no, I'm good.
You don't need to be in a gym on a Saturday at noon with sober people who are like, this is their event for the weekend.
Well, I don't mind that. It's just when I think that I can be the best at that thing, I know for certain that I'm not going to be because I don't know. It's that stupid ego thing where you come in, you're like, yeah, if I just train better, I could probably be good at this. And it's like, no, you don't really need this thing in your life, Chase. These people can actually kill you and they voluntarily go into a cage knowing that could possibly die.
Yeah, you'd be in a fucked up situation.
Yeah, we ain't having that, bro. We ain't having that. Nah, we ain't having that. I had to think about it twice because for a second now I was thinking maybe I could, but then I'm like, nah, can't do it.
Who do you think's kid would win in a basketball one-on-one? Jason Tatum's kid or Al Horford's kid? I'm taking Al Horford's kid.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about this question. What the fuck is that question? How did you get from me being possibly a UFC's welterweight champion, what we were talking about, to asking about Jason Tatum and Horford's kid?
I'm sorry.
What type of segue question was that?
That was bad on my part.
We could talk about Celtics playoff basketball.
I think I was trying to get us to that.
Little weird way of leading into it, but whatever, bro. Let's get into Celtics playoff basketball. You like it, don't you? Celtics are winning.
It's like the only thing I'm living for right now. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, they are 2-0 right now.
2-0. Trae Young. Does anyone know where Trae Young is?
This is interesting with Atlanta Hawks, bro. The Atlanta Hawks were a lot more committed, I would say, last year, and they were more competitive. It seemed like last year.
Yeah.
And they were. I don't know. I don't know if there were trades. I don't know if they didn't have the same players. It seems like they have like some of the majority of the players still there. They still have the dude from Houston from the center, Capella. Sorry, Trae Young. You have Collins. You have the guy that looks like he's from Yugoslavia.
Oh, Boban.
It could be from Chechnya.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You know, the Serbia. You know those guys.
One of them. Yeah, one of those Eastern European countries.
He's a stud. So I don't know what's going on, but I like it because they're not beating my Celtics. So that's 2-0. Jason Tatum's stepping up. Jaylen Brown's like a killer. That's your guy.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't, it's interesting. It's going to be an interesting season. You know, we'll definitely get by Atlanta, and I don't know who we get the second round.
I think we go up against. I want to go up against Philly.
You just want to go against Philly because you just want to beat them in the second round and to prove something to them. But do you think they're a better matchup for us in the second round?
No.
You selfish fucking piece of shit. You just want to beat them for your own self.
I just hate Philly. I don't care for the team. As it's constructed now. I used to love Philly NBA 2K. Philly was with Iverson.
Yeah.
That was my go-to.
Well, yeah. I mean,
no, I'm not for Philly, and I just think they got this arrogance about them that is so unwarranted.
Well, it's Philly. Philly does have that, that texture to them. So their players mirror that. You could say that same thing for the Knicks when they used to be the Knickerbocker, like when so certain towns, their players mirror the town that they're from. It's interesting, right?
I don't feel that our players mirror the town, though.
Well,
I don't feel like our players mirror Boston, really.
Well, they're all black.
Correct.
That's number one.
We'll start there.
We'll start there.
Yep.
Aesthetically, they don't match.
No, they don't.
But
they also, like, emotionally, I feel like Marcus Smart, I feel like, is the closest thing to, like, kind of representing the Boston.
Oh, yes.
Kind of tenacious, undersized.
That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I would say so. Maybe in the 90s, maybe I'm thinking more of like the 90s players. Yeah. But, yeah, Marcus Smart is a stud. Listen, I'm in it. I'm trying to see if I can get some tickets. I've been trying to get the hook up there, but nothing else came through yet. But, I need to I don't know. I love NBA playoff basketball. We'll see. Who do you have in the East and who do you have in the West? Let's call it right now. What's going on?
Oh, from the East. So if we were to, so we would play either Philly or Brooklyn. If we beat them, we would probably go Milwaukee. I think we're playing Milwaukee. I don't think Milwaukee falls to either Cleveland. You know what, dude? Cleveland. I'm going to call it right now.
Cleveland out of the East?
I think Cleveland makes it out of the East. Okay. Miraculously, and then gets pummeled by the Celtics. What about you?
All right. Well, I'm picking the Celtics just because by default.
Winning the East.
Winning the East, yes. Winning the East.
I think we play Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think that's like a...
Yeah, so basically...
we would win that.
Yeah, so I'm taking Celtics out of the East, whoever they play to beat them.
Yep.
If it's Cleveland, if it's Philly, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. And then I'll say, the West is up for grabs, in my opinion. You have Utah in the mix. You have you got a lot of good teams in the West. Celtics, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see the Lakers going really far in the playoffs. I think Memphis beats them in the first round, actually.
Yep.
But you never know with LeBron James, Anthony Davis. You never know. If they're still the top players in the league, so they can turn it on if they. I don't know what's going on with the Lakers, but Celtics, I would love to see Celtics Lakers just to have a Celtics Lakers thing. I don't even know if it would be entertaining, but I think it's going to be Celtics Utah.
Yep.
Celtics Utah would be good.
That could be good, yeah.
Celtics Utah Jazz, that's a good series. Jokic. Jokic is a stud. I like guys who play like that.
Yeah.
That's just timeless, you know?
He doesn't look like he should be good.
He's just fundamentally sound.
So good.
He scores.
Yep.
He's just clean.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk a lot of shit.
Nope.
Just because he dunks doesn't scream in the camera's face.
Yeah.
I get it. You dunked, bro.
You like that kind of, you're a basketball purist, it sounds like. You like that kind of like fundamental, like make sure that your shit is right. For example, like I don't like watching Memphis play. They're all over the place. They don't really, it doesn't even look like they run set pieces. Like they're just like playing backyard basketball.
That's a lot of the NBA right now. But
yeah,
I mean, but they kind of, I could see why you could see that because they're young and they're high flyers.
Yeah.
You don't want to restrict players who are naturally gifted like that.
That's true.
Because you have to maximize their athleticism to the best you can. So you have to let them be who they are. You know what I mean? They're not going to be able to learn the game of basketball like fundamentally, like within a season, if they've always been playing like that throughout the year. That's the problem with the NBA. Like a lot of the players, they're being groomed to be like really athletic, and the skills. I don't know if I would say it's necessarily there yet, but the kids are definitely more athletic than they've ever been.
Yeah, than they've ever been, and I think the rules are softer on the players, like to allow them to travel more. Like they can take more steps, they can palm the ball. It allows them to be more explosive.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think they should tighten it up a little bit. I don't think they should, like from a refereeing standpoint. I'd like to see a little bit of like a more physical game.
Yeah. I do. Hey man, listen, it is what it is. The game's the game now, It's a high scoring game. You need to put asses in seats. Season tickets are going up. You need excitement.
Yeah. To
get people to pay to see. If you're raising up season tickets, you need to get players to get people into the seats.
Yep.
So it's the game's changed, marketing's changed, a lot of things have changed.
Yep.
But I'll take Celtics, Utah. I want Celtics to win.
I like that.
And we'll go from there. We'll fucking go from there. I'm trying to think what else I had for you. I had a question for you. Do you ever remember like the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Remember that show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? You motherfucker. Jesus Christ, this guy. Just look at that. Look at that.
You can put that on the table.
Yeah, we're going to put that on the table. Now.
Yes, I do remember.
Now, that guy right there, bro, he was a legend.
He was.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was a legend. I wish he had a show with the dude like from the Jeffersons,
Yeah.
If they had a show, oh my God. I was on Instagram today and I was looking at, on Reels, the algorithm just gives you what you like to see. And for some reason, like he came up on my reel, Mr. Rogers. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is Mr. Rogers on my reel? I'm like, that's a weird thing. So I saved the, and we probably have to like kind of like allow me some time to find this, but I had to save this segment from his show when he had that show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that show?
Of course. Yeah. That was like my fucking, it's like my only friend when I was a kid.
Now, did you watch it because his cardigan was always pressed?
There's an aspect of how he dressed that I was like, that I'm going to have maybe not as like old white dude style, but like a touch of that, a touch of the Oxford is tucked in. He puts the cardigan on. He puts one shoe on at a time.
Okay.
That's how I put my shoes on.
He was a teacher.
Yeah.
In many ways, people would say he was, right?
Sure.
In certain aspects, he was kind of for the kids. I came across this teaching from him, and it was interesting. I feel like sometimes maybe possibly I wish he was here. Maybe he could possibly lead some of the education for us because he was so simple with certain things. And I just want your point. I just want your take on this, like this thing right here.
Yeah.
I'll put it up.
Boys are boys from the beginning. If you were born born a boy, you stay a boy. Girls are girls right from the start. If you were born a girl, you stay a girl and grow up to be a lady. Everybody's fancy, everybody's fine. Your body's fancy, and so is mine. Only girls can be the mommies. Only boys can be the daddies. Yes, sir.
Cut to the Chase podcast, guys. Follow me at Chase Abel, ChasCAbel. I am on TikTok too at Chase Abel _comedian. You could definitely follow me there. I don't even know why I started plugging my thing. I don't even know if we're done with the podcast, but we can be.
Yeah, we're at an hour.
Yes, sir. Nikki Neighborhoods, what you got for your thing?
At Nikki Neighborhoods, just follow, subscribe, and shout out to all the mommies and the daddies out there.
Whoever you might be.
Whoever you might be.
Or want to be.
Whatever your gender assignment is, or whatever you want it to be. We love you here at Cut to the Chase podcast.
We out.